Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do KDP research. I know that it can be a little bit confusing sometimes when it comes to doing keyword research on KDP. It's a little bit more challenging, and I love that. I love it a lot because it actually takes time for you to understand your niche and what you're focusing on to rank for. So let's get in the computer and let's do some research in a niche and figure out what keywords are people searching for, you know, what keywords people are searching for, and what are the popular keywords in that niche. So I'm not sure what niche it is, but we're gonna go check it out right now on the computer. Let's get into the computer. All right guys, yo, what's going on? So we are in incognito mode. If you guys haven't downloaded this free tool, it's AMS Suggestion Expander. Okay, this is gonna be the search bar. It's gonna help you with the search bar and show you keywords in the search bar, and it's gonna basically I'm gonna show you an example right now what it exactly does. So in this example, I have pulled up a pre-made interior from Pixel Pod Studio, right? Check this out. This book belongs to, this is a, if you guys haven't checked this out, you can check this out down below in the description. I'll have a link there. It's a subscription-based service, and one of the best, it creates, so I'm a part of this, guys, as well, but these have been some of the best interiors that I've seen out there. They're all created with InDesign, and also too, they're available now in PowerPoint. A lot of people wanted them in PowerPoint, and now we got them. So in this, I'm gonna show you guys an example of exactly how we're gonna do keyword research for the beer log. So it's a beer log book. So we're gonna kind of just go and dive into. You can see how cool it is, real detailed. And basically, what we're gonna do is gonna dive into this niche and start finding some really solid keywords. Okay, as you can see. One of the best ways you guys can do this too is by looking at the interior and seeing, looking at little things like this. You can see the appearance: gold, amber, copper, red. Looking at, understanding the niche, you can Google it and what are people using this interior for, right? So from my understanding, they're using it to obviously going out to bars or breweries and using it to keep track of what they're drinking and stuff like that. Okay, so something to understand when you're coming into a niche, you have to understand what is going on. Very important that you guys understand what is going on, because if you don't do that, you're you're decreasing the chances of you making sales. Okay, and you do not want to do that. Okay, very important. So on this example, we're gonna do the beer log, beer niche, beer log, whatever you want to call it. So first thing we're gonna do is beer space, and you can see how the AMZ expander is working already. Okay, it's literally boom, showing you all these keywords. Okay, and you can see how craft beer is popping out. Okay, I just typed in beer, and then you can see everything that's going on here. Beer gifts. Okay, growlers for beer. Okay. You're seeing a lot of stuff in here that's giving you a lot of information. Craft beer for the people, craft beer for beginners. Okay. Beer for my horses. The heck? Yeah, so let's type in log. Okay, we're getting a log book. Okay, now look at book. Okay, we typed in log book, but beer log journal is popping up. So interesting. Okay. This right here is very big, because one of the most important things, guys, is ranking for that long tail keyword in the title. So you want to make sure there's a search volume for the title. Okay, that's one of the most important things. Okay, repeat that one more time. That long tail keyword. Remember, guys, the long tail keyword. A customer's coming into Amazon and actually typing in beer log book, right? So the auto suggestion, the search bar is telling you what about this? So if they're doing it to you, wonder how many other millions of people they're doing it to. So beer log journal, beer log book. So customers actually typing that in, and Amazon is trying to make it faster for them, make it faster for them to actually click on that long tail keyword and giving it to them right away. So customers are actually coming on Amazon searching for this. Of course, there's some tools out there that you guys can use to figure out what the search volume is. Amazon really won't tell you, but this will kind of give you, it's telling you like, here, maybe you're searching for this or searching for the logbook. Okay. And we'll kind of break that down. So what I would like you guys to do is actually open up the notepad. So beer log book and beer log journal, right? So those are the two things. And I'll give you guys this too at the end. These long tail keywords are very, very important because, like I said, long tail keywords are the money makers. Very important that you understand that. Okay, very, very important. So let's go with the beer log book. Okay, and as we're coming in here, you can see homebrew. I'm looking at keywords. This right here, one of the most important ways to find keywords is actually coming in here and searching in this niche and figure out what are these top selling books ranking for? What are they popping up for? Do they have BSRs? Do they have a demand? And that's something that you want to figure out. As you can see, they have reviews. We're getting reviews already. So this is a beer review logbook. So beer review, right? So wait up. Start talking to yourself. You know what I mean? Start talking to yourself and figure out what is going on in this niche. It's very important that you understand that, because if you understand that and kind of start thinking more how the customer is thinking when they're coming into the search bar to find a product, that's how you make sales. And the reason being is customers are actually coming on Amazon and searching for that long tail keyword. And when they search for, I find it more of the longer the long tail phrases, so the long tail keyword, the longer it is, the more passionate the customer is, and they're ready to like kind of just show their credit card because they're ready to make a purchase. So they took all that time, they typed in 4 or 5 words, and they're looking to buy that actual product. So if they type in something very general like beer, like obviously they're gonna get all kinds of obviously you're gonna get all kinds of searches for that. Now if you type in like customer kinds of oh yeah, I want a beer logbook or something like that, right? They type in beer logbook and they get that, or beer review logbook. You know what I mean? It's gonna pop up. So we're seeing beer review, homebrew, okay, journal for craft beer homebrewers. See how passionate that long tail keyword is? That's crazy. So now we're seeing craft beer, all right? And then home brewer. Trying to think what else. Home brewer, brewery, right? Okay. And then you can just see, so hops and yeast, right? Let's throw that in there. All right. So as we're going along, this front page is going to tell you a story, guys. And I want you guys to understand that this right here, you should be taking notes on all of this right here, because it's very important, very, very important that you guys understand that this right here is like telling you a story, and you got to like analyze it and take it all in. Beer tasting journal, right? Did we get that one? No. Beer tasting journal, right? The beer review logbook. Beer review logbook. So we already got that in there, I believe, right? So it's all right. Beer logbook, beer log journal, beer review. Okay, logbook organizer, tasting diary, journal, notebook, flavorful chart, book of ratings, brewing journal, home brew recipe journal, brew logbook. So we got brewing journal, right? And I'm gonna put this down below, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and download this, you guys can. I'll leave that right there available for you guys. Brewing journal, home brew recipe journal. That in a way is, if this is like a beer tasting journal, in a way you kind of don't, in a way I feel like it's misleading just a little bit, because it's a home brew recipe journal. I'm not sure because it's like I'm thinking it would have recipes in it to make beer, right? So you got to be careful. You want to be right on target with what your book is. Okay, you don't want to be misleading in a way. So brew logbook. Did I type that in already? No. Now you can see like I first started off with beer logbook. Now there's brew logbook too, right? Craft beer logbook. That can be something too, right? You can think about it like, are people typing that in? Because that could be like another search term that people are looking for. And then like there's different variations you can use there. So there's craft beer journal, craft beer log, and like so on and so forth. And you guys can see how I'm coming in here and just breaking it down one by one and figuring out, okay, what is the best way I can use this for a title or include, because basically you're in a way you're playing Tetris, right? And you want to like kind of get all these keywords and gather them all up and put them in your listing and make sure it makes sense, of course, right? And you don't want to be misleading or any type of way, and you want to get the best keywords for this niche, because then once you understand the keywords for your niche and you're dominating that niche and you make a few sales, like you want to, of course, the goal is to be the best in that niche so you can make even more sales. So with that being said right there, you can, one of the most important ways is like by testing, okay? It's all about testing. Test one thing and it ends up working, and you can figure out, and now you got to ask yourself, why is it working? What are people searching for to find my book, okay? And now how can you do the same thing to just take over that whole niche to be the best in that niche? Because if you're the best in that niche, you're going to make more sales. And the goal is to make more money. And that's important, because I don't want you guys to be, what I want you guys to take away from this is to understand how to make more money, okay? This is the most important thing, because if not, you guys want to be watching this video. And understanding your niche and understanding the keywords and how to find good keywords. And then stay tuned. I'm going to actually go into one of these. We're going to look at the whole listing and figure out what else is going on. So very important. So let's scroll down. Brew day log. That's an interesting rant, right? Brew. And if you guys see anything, you guys take your own notes on your end, because this right here is, you get to see homebrew recipe journal. Book review book. I mean, beer review book, book review book. Beer. Now, one of the most important things too as well, you guys can go ahead and like search each one of these long tail keywords, and you want to figure out like what's going to be in your title, right? And you can go back and basically just open up a few tabs and figure out, okay, I'll do all these on the front page, have a BSR. And if they do, that means there's a demand for that, okay? That's very important that you understand that, because if there's a demand for that, there's some money to be made right there. So like I said, the goal is to make more money. So if you understand that, if you search basically what you would do, what I would do, let me come back up real fast. I would open up another tab and start searching this right here, okay? Okay, and the goal is to see what's going on, because you want to see, okay, who in here is ranking for this long tail keyword for their book, right? And that right there is gonna be a takeaway, because you can basically come in here and see what else is going on, because you want to see what else is going on in the niche, and it's very like you want to see what's going on in this niche. So if you search this and you see everything in here has a BSR ranking, that's important for you. So like I said, I would come in here, search here, and search here, and then open up another tab and search in the search bar and figure out where the heck is the demand at, so you can make some money. So yeah, so going back over here, let's we want to find a book that is related to our interior, right? And that has a demand. So very important that we understand that. So we want some reviews first of all. So let's go up more up to the top. And let's pick apart. Let's. This one is not a KDP book. This one right here. This one has only 2 reviews. This one has 8. I guess we can open this one, right? This is more of a homebrew recipe journal, right? So we have to check out the interior. I want to check that out. So one of the most important things is when you come in here, like this, the description really don't rank. You know what I mean? They don't rank, and that color is kind of hard on the eyes. The description really don't rank on Amazon. It's more of the brand, the title, and the subtitle, okay? And then, of course, the 7 keyword slots in the back. That's what you want to focus on, pay attention to. But, of course, you can come into the description and see what they're saying. Excuse me. See what they're saying and go from there. Like, if you kind of see the long tail keywords that people are searching for and plug them in and see what's going on, see if there's demand, that's going to tell you something. So what I like to do too as well is this right here. So we're in the listing. Okay. Now it's going to tell you even more of a story. So you can see like this one has 2 ratings, right? Let's see if it has any reviews on the bottom. Let's scroll down. You can look at the BSR. The BSR is right here. Okay. Scroll down. All right. It has 1 review. My son. So this obviously my son uses the book and found it very helpful and interesting. So her son uses the book, right? So it's obviously she bought him for him as a gift. Let's see what's going on the inside. Okay. Pages, beers. Okay, here we go. Recipe name. Okay. Okay, so no, maybe it's not misleading because I have some information in here about the recipe and stuff like that, right? And you can see how they did a little customization. That's pretty cool, right? Very different. This right here, by coming in here and looking at the interior, it's going to tell you a little story too, and you can get more information and more information from the interior and stuff like that. So I think that's something to look out for too as well, because it's very important that you understand the niche and you want to get better at the niche. I'm literally about to just go back to that beer logbook that wasn't a KDP one because it seems like it had a lot of reviews. So let's go ahead and click on this one. Right, so it has 48 ratings. Portable beer journal fits in pocket. That might be a solid keyword, right? You have to check that. Portable, so making it small enough that they can carry it in the pocket, but you don't want it too small because then they can't write in it, right? Let's check out the interior. All right, this one has a little bit more color, more customized. So, yeah, tasting notes. This is kind of similar to ours, right, in a way. This is very similar, but of course they go into a little bit more detail. Yeah, but this is fairly similar to ours. So, let's see. So this is kind of like what we can. So basically, what I'm looking for here is looking at the interior and seeing what we can relate. I want to relate our interior to their interior if it's already on here making sales and it has reviews. If it's not, then you have to start digging on your own and figuring out your own keyword research. A little bit more harder for you to understand it. But as if you this is one of the things too. Like if you go into a niche, I want you to understand. Like you understand it already. It makes it more easier for you to understand it. This is why you can like use Google and search for it and figure out what niche you're like you understand and dive in deep and create your own custom stuff because you have a better understanding of it. 28 reviews. Okay. So if you're like me and drink enough to hold down a job, you'll love the book almost as much as I love drinking. 6 beers at breakfast. Woo. I took the book to San Diego and visited 10 breweries. Okay. So now that we know that they went to breweries using this book, so now we have a little bit more information about the niche, right? Like we understand what people are using this book for. So that's pretty interesting, right? So you kind of have a better understanding. It's giving you information in here and kind of just get the goal is to understand the niche, because if you don't understand it, how the heck are you going to make sales if you don't understand it? Because then you'll start doing putting random keywords in the niche and your listing, and you'll end up sucking at it, right? So the goal is to understand it, understand the customer, see what they're using, what search terms they're using to buy the book, and then that will basically give you a better chance at making a sale, if that makes sense. So so now we know that this book is for someone that is going to use it for like breweries, okay? And that's very important because we're actually seeing this customer actually purchased it, verified purchase. They came on Amazon, they purchased it, and then they went back and left a review. And drank over 30 beers in 4 days. Dang, they were on a roll, right? Captured all the flights, pints, and microbrew information. Okay, now they're going into detail about everything. And this right here, now they're going into detail, right? This is actually information, maybe keywords that we can use in the niche, right? So let's say if you want to go out and create your own interior, you can do that, because it's kind of giving you, they're kind of by looking at the reviews and seeing what you can do to perfect it, or even create something. You want to be really creative when it comes to interiors, but that's a whole different topic. Right now we're doing more of the keywords. So you want to figure out what the heck is going on. What are they using in Beer Book to help you remember? So you're figuring out in the review section, you want to figure out what are they, like, what keywords are they using, because you can use these keywords in your listing. Okay, and it's very important that you understand that. So for example, like I see breweries and I see beer lover, gift for a beer. And you're seeing this, and then basically you want to go down and explore more of this. IPA loving sour beer, and go through the reviews, figure out what keywords they're using again. Okay, and you can see that this book has a lot of keywords. And what I would do is kind of dive in deeper to the books that have a lot of reviews in your niche, and figure out what is going on, because you can see what people are using the book for, who they're buying it for, you can figure out your target audience too as well. It's very important. And also too, you can build a list. Like, one of the most important things is build a list of keywords, exact phrases people are using, because like I said, you're playing Tetris. You want to plug in, you want to find a solid title, right? A very passionate title that people are searching for. And then you want to plug in these phrases into the subtitle. Very important. And then you use them in the 7 keyword slots. And and that's how you this is exactly how you find those winning long tail keywords for your niche. And then you just double down, build that out. You know what I mean? Be the best be the best in that niche and take over. Yeah, so hopefully this video helped, guys. If you guys have any questions at all, please comment down below and like and subscribe. Bye-bye. And also too, check out my other videos too. I'll be posting more content on KDP like you guys want. And peace out.